There's a look here at Tanner Tessmann. His career resume, 10 goals and 6 assists and 143 club appearances. He captained the U.S. in the 2024 Olympics, 6 caps for the U.S. men's national team, 4 recently under Mauricio Pochettino. And the big news, after having a tremendous 2024, he's been named as U.S. Soccer's Young Male Player of the Year. Congratulations, Tanner Tessmann. Did you know that you won the award?
Didn't know. This is the first that I've heard of it.
Yes.
Well, you're welcome, buddy.
Breaking news here on Morning Footy. Congratulations. How does that feel?
Thank you very much. No, it's a big honor. The people the nominees I was going against were very talented players, and I have to shout out my ex-teammate, current national team teammate, Gianluca Busio. I think he's been in the nominees for 3 or 4 consecutive years, but he could have won it the same as me. But obviously, it's a big honor to win this award, so I'm very pleased and very humbled by it. So.
Yeah, I mean, you beat him, though. So congratulations. You deserve it, though. Talk a little bit about the year you've had, though, because this is well-deserved.
Yeah, I mean, last year, 2024, was a crazy year. Obviously, with Venezia getting promoted was incredible, big step in my career. And then, being able to captain the Olympic squad we broke a lot of records there. Just being a part of it, going to the knockout round, first U.S. team in 24 years, most goals ever scored in the Olympics by a U.S. team, clean sheets, only the 3rd clean sheet ever. So there's a lot of stats that we broke there. To be a part of that was tremendous. And then obviously the move to Lyon was another big step in my career. Very, very proud of that. And just trying to keep moving forward with the national team, with Pochettino and the guys there. So it's been going good.
Yeah, what's your relationship with Mauricio Pochettino? In his first camp, you were a late add to that one. Then you come in and you earn his trust. And now you've played 4 games under him. What's that relationship like, and what does the future look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, initially I wasn't on the roster. So I think the last Nations League camp was my actual first proper call up to the national team, being in the first squad. And I think our relationship is good. We've chatted a few times here and there, and he's a good guy. Obviously, has a lot of experience with big clubs, big players. So he has a lot to bring to us as a nation and us as a team. So I think it's been going very well. He showed his trust in me in the last camp, and nothing's promised in the future. So I have to keep doing my work here in Lyon. But I'm looking forward to seeing what he does just with the national team and also what we can do as a team.
You mentioned the promotion with Venezia and the move to Lyon. You were essential in Venezia getting that promotion. You were there week in and week out. You get the big move. You get into the camp. Obviously, we talk about earning the trust. You end up captaining. Talk about what changed in your playing game. What changed in your style that made you sort of this player that suddenly becomes essential everywhere he goes?
Yeah, I don't know if necessarily anything changed in my play style. I think obviously I developed more and more each week training with Venezia. Then with the Olympic camps, learning more from different players and coaches and always evolving. But I think the biggest thing is just having a coach that believed in me and a support system that believed in me as well. And just had that confidence in myself to play the way I know I could play. So I think that was the main thing that really helped me excel.
All right, so when I think about players taking that step, as you're referencing, Alexis, it's about being consistent, right? Being a 7 or 8 out of 10 every time you step on the field. And I think that's been what I've noticed from your game on the outside is just your approach to your professionalism when you're on the field, and obviously you're demonstrating leadership qualities as well as a captain. Now you have an opportunity to learn from Nemanja Matic, who is an incredibly successful midfielder at Lyon and has a tremendous club career and an international career. What have you taken from him? And I say this too, and can we add this in, that you're also kind of competing against him for minutes. So that might be a little bit difficult as well. But what do you take away from that experience, learning from one of the best to play the position?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a legend. Learning from him, some things that I noticed, I mean, just watching him in training, the passes he picks out and the way he keeps possession. But one thing I really noticed with him is the way he uses his body when shielding the ball and his body positioning when he has the ball is unbelievable. It's very hard to take the ball from him. I mean, in trainings, there's very few times he's ever had the ball taken off of him. You may miss a pass or whatever, which is normal. Well, one thing that's new in my life is my wife is pregnant. So we're having.
Wow, lots of big things happening for Tanner Tessmann.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're having a baby, so a lot of things changing there. Getting it all prepped, the house and stuff for that. So we're very excited for that. It's going to be a big change, but we're very pumped and looking forward to that. So that's the best news.
Are you having a boy or a girl? What do you got for us? Do you know? You waiting to find out?
Right now, it's undisclosed. Me and my wife know, and a few family members, but we're gonna wait.
We can only break so much news here.
Are you doing a gender reveal type thing? Are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're gonna kick like a ball,
right? Or are you gonna blow up half of a building by mistake?
Nothing extravagant. We might have a little video on Instagram or something, but nothing crazy.
Very cool.
Yeah. So let's talk about being a dad. I think for me, as a dad of two girls, it is a tremendous honor. If I could give any advice, I think what's interesting is you don't have to be perfect. They just have to know that you care. And if you give everything that you have to them, they'll understand that mistakes are part of it. But as long as you're there for them in every moment, good or bad, that goes a really long way.
Tanner, so I don't have any children, but I'll give you some advice from my life. Don't leave your children like my dad. I think they'll turn out just fine. They won't end up being comedians, you know?
There's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. We'll talk about it.
All right, getting back on track, talking about you.
I got you, Tanner.
Let's talk about your French. Are you learning the language, or how's that coming along?
Is it better than your Italian?
Okay, my Italian is definitely better. I'm definitely trying to learn. I think the third language for me, like obviously learned a bit of Italian. The French is coming a bit slower. It's a bit confusing in my brain. But I'm definitely trying to learn. I think it's the right thing to do. So it's a process.
All right, so let's talk March. Let's talk about the Nations League.
What happens then?
Yeah, CONCACAF Nations. And it's happening on Paramount Plus. You can watch it here.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
About that.
So what are your thoughts about that camp and knowing that your area of the field is a little bit competitive? Tyler Adams coming back into the fold, being healthy again, and obviously him demonstrating that he's first choice in that area, obviously being the captain of the World Cup. What are your thoughts on that and your let's say, confidence that you're going to get called in?
It's always tough to get called into the national team. It's there's a lot of talented players everywhere. My focus is obviously to play in Lyon and to keep working there, and also to be a part of the national team. But with Tyler back, I've actually never been in camp with Tyler. Never met Tyler, so it would actually be really cool to be in camp with him to see how he is. He's a great leader, shown over the national team and also just in his clubs. So it would actually be really cool to be in camp with him and to learn from him. And he's been around the national team for a very long time, and to kind of gain experience being in the U.S. kit would be very good for me in my career. So, but always want to get called up with the national team. But my main focus is just trying to help with Lyon in the competitions we're in.
All right, well, Tanner, dude, your growth and development has been absolutely amazing, and this award is absolutely well earned. Best of luck with the pregnancy and everything else going on in your life. Really proud of you, dude.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
This is it. The Young Male Player of the Year for U.S. Soccer 2024. Much deserved. Tanner Tessmann, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the new baby. Congrats and continued success with Lyon for the rest of the season. Hopefully we'll see you in that March camp.